Okay, everybody. Hi, welcome back. It's been a minute. Sorry, I've been really close to beating quote unquote the game. So I kinda had to let that take priority. But today I thought it would be good to return back from whence we came and go back to classic Ravenwood. Uh, let's get going. Uh, here I am. Here I am.
Young wizard, I can't wait to tell you about my favorite pastime, fishing. Come find me by the water in the commons.
God, everybody wants me.
Wizard, something very exciting has happened. The pet home, check your bank and attic. And
Wizard! I'm excited to tell you about an amazing new feature in the Pet Pavilion, the Hatchmaking Kiosk. Go check it out.
There's no music here. Yeah, okay. So, I haven't been having that glitch on Aaliyah, which, like, tells me that, the old questline just does have broken music cues occasionally. Which is strange. Here, let me turn up the sound effects. I turned them down because, I was really jamming out to the music and Wallaroo. Like, oh my gosh, Wallaroo is amazing. That was really fun. I have no idea how I'm going to be beating the Harvest Lord. I am a balanced wizard. I have clear and obvious clear and obvious crap. Storm Wizard brain rot. I really hope you guys can hear me. Okay. This is the music. I've been spending like 3 hours doing audio mixing. Ooh, fizzle. Okay. I've been spending like 3 hours doing audio mixing. Not 3 hours, I'm exaggerating. It took me like maybe 15 minutes. I really need to get like a good recording headset. I don't know if that'll help or hurt my audio issues. I have really bad audio processing issues, so I'm really flying blind. I can't really tell what is like too quiet or not. I can't. I have to fight to pick out voices a lot of the times. Okay. You know what I really should have probably done? I really should have gone. I wanted to go to the shopping district and get a wand. Do I have the money for that? Do I have the wizard funds in my? Let's see. I should have enough money. Could always sell something. I guess. Here we go. Okay. Let's go to the commons. Oh my lord. These guys aren't consenting to being filmed. Let me just... There we go. Oh, there's... I'm not gonna question that. Let's keep moving. I'm not used to that being closed. Isn't that just the King's Isle logo? And I never noticed that as a kid. Well, I don't think I was really ever quite... I had this weird... Oh, wait, hold on. I'm going the wrong way. Sorry. I I always had this weird, like, I guess belief as a kid of, like, I always felt like, I don't know which one is for my school. I'm gonna be very honest. It's probably this one. I don't think that wand helps me any. No, it doesn't boost my stats. It gives me a wand hit, which is like good. It won't help me too much. It feels right. It feels right. You know, it doesn't feel right to cast with your hands. You need a wand. You need the flute or something to cast with. Oh, that is a really pretty stitch. Or claws. I know there was a stitch here that, like, her wand was, like, claws just, like, on her fingers. It was so cool. Yeah, but I always had this, like, feeling, or I guess belief about developers in my head that they were, like, omnipotent gods of their game. Which, like, is still kind of true. Like, sometimes I'll still be playing this game and the RNG will be really good and I'll go, did a developer just, like, log on to, like, stalk a player and saw me and was like, we'll give her a win? The answer is probably not. I don't know if they can really, like, observe players or anything like that, but... you know, as a kid, I always thought so, because, like, they made
In the back of the room, you notice Arthur, Susie's brother.
So, Wizard, you too have uncovered Malastair's plan. Too bad you will have to remain here with the other wizard. The both of you will be powerless to stop us. Soon the undead will drive out all the citizens and take over the rest of the city. And with the school in our hands, we will rule Wizard City. Ambrose will at last be crushed.
Alright, get over here. Alright. Okay, come on, let's be smart here. I think there's something funny about, like, oh, we're gonna take over this city and drive out all the citizens. And then we'll rule the school and Ambrose will be it's so, like, non-specific and cartoonish. And obviously it's coming from the Harvest Lord. Like, I know, I keep saying, like, I remember this original Wizard City being dark and, like, we're gonna scare everyone away. Isn't exactly dark, but, like, not dark at the time. I can see why, when I play through this, I can see why I always ended up with the impression of Wizard City and Ravenwood that I did. Okay. Yeah, I'm appreciating the wand hits now. Okay. Let's see here. Aha! Like like that. I'm about to take down the Harvest Lord with a wand.
Thank you for freeing me, my friend. I feared that no one was ever going to find me. Please, go and tell my sister that I am safe. I know I have worried her so. May the winds of chance bring us together once more, wizard.
Remember when they used to call us by our names? And again, the music's broken. That's so odd. I don't... I wouldn't even think, like... Why would there even be any musical cues? Because I don't think they really made any musical cues until, like, later. Like, I know there's a musical cue, like, switch in, Unicorn Way in the new version, but, like... It is eerily silent right now. And that's a little scary. Thunder ambience is nice. I mean, I guess, like, in a hypothetical, if Wizard 101 was in real life scenario, like, you wouldn't be hearing the music, and this is just what it would be like. But, you know, even still. Okay. Let's get you back down here. Hey, Susie.
You saved Arthur from the Harvest Lord? Thank you, young wizard. I don't know what I would have done had I lost him. You'd better tell the headmaster what has happened here. He needs to be informed on what's happening in Wizard City.
There's our music. Now we report back to Headmaster Ambrose, but don't worry because we've still got pretty much everything here. It never gets any weirder. Oh, that mount is out? Snap, I'm gonna have to see what I can do about that, because I really wanted that cute freaking dress. Again, I would really like to be, I know this is like your off season, I would really like to be in just an empty realm, please. Don't want any other young wizards getting confused as to why they have no idea what my spell quest line is. Hey, Grandpa.
By Bartleby, you defeated the Harvest Lord? Oh, not many students can make that claim. Good work, young wizard. The Harvest Lord mentioned that he was helping Malastare. We need to find out what Malastare's plans are, if Wizard City is ever to return to the nice place it once was. It's hard to run a school with all the monsters running amok.
I can imagine!
Many thanks to you for straightening everything out on Triton Avenue, young wizard. I fear the worst is not over yet.
Okay. Alright. So that's Triton Avenue cleared. Now we gotta go to... What's up?
Wizard, my dear friend, I've been robbed and I need your help exacting justice. Please come see me as soon as you can.
What do you mean you've been robbed? Is that new or old? I never did PvP. Oh, his PvP tutorial. If he's gonna give me the old PvP tutorial, it is going to be screwed. Let's see how bugged it is. Let's just take a detour. See if that's bugged. I don't know if that's new or old. It's probably new. But I want to see how messed up it is. If it's old, I want to see how messed up it is. I don't like PvP.
Wizard, at last you have come. Any longer and I may have perished under the weight of this disrespect. You see, my friend, I have been burgled. A priceless family heirloom was stolen by my most archest of nemesis, my evil twin brother, Roberto. He's wanted the item since we were colts. I tried to confront the fiend, but he secured himself behind a wooden skeleton lock. A powerful ward I thought only a legend, until now. I'm certain there's a way to unlock the bony barrier, but I'm too busy However, I did hear
this is
that's in the library.
So we're not gonna bother with that.
Locks and keys.
I know this because I remember when skeleton keys were unlocked, or not unlocked. Hardy har. I remember when skeleton keys were added, and they were not added until. Well, they sure were added at some point in time that wasn't released. Here we go. It's too, like, saturated here. I don't know how to explain it other than this area has always just felt so unnecessarily bright and yellow. And that might just be because I'm like coming off of the back of, you know, like Triton Avenue, because for some reason I always feel like the correct order is Triton Avenue and like then here, or like maybe the other streets are just a little bit darker in palette by comparison, because like Firecat Alley is like, you know, ash themed a little bit. Anyway, Nolan, what's up?
What are you doing here? Only talented wizards like me should be out on these dangerous streets.
fool for noticing this. Is OG Nolan voiced by the same guy who voiced OG Siren?
Think you have what it takes? This place needs real heroes. We'll see if you can make the grade. Let's see how useful you are. Professor Drake put me in charge of a very important mission. Magical artifacts from the old Death School have resurfaced. I've decided you're going to recover the one inside the spooky dark cave. Every other student I've asked has been too afraid to go, so I'm hoping for better from you. Battle everything in the dark cave until you find the ruined skull.
Wow, you're just as much of a jerk as you used to, as I remember you being. Nothing's changed whatsoever. No, as a kid though, they didn't feel like mean. Even now, there's a part of my brain tugging like, no, he's not being mean, he's not being that mean. Cause I always thought that they were just like so advanced that they kind of were looking at you like, you're just you're just a kid. There's no way. And then, you'd prove yourself and they'd be like, wow. What's the name of this wizard? Kristen. It's probably Kristen. Whoa, Kristen, you're so cool and awesome, and we, the older upperclassmen, are gonna respect you, and it was just stupid. Emotional do I want to get on this? I don't know if I've said this before. I wasn't well liked in school, in the real world. I don't think my teachers really liked me. I don't think any of my classmates really appreciated my presence. And so, you can see why something like this would be appealing to me, and you can see where I maybe got a little bit of a rosy view of OG Wizard City. I wasn't good at the game either. I have one wizard who is properly, decently leveled. And it took me really years to even really get her out of, I think, Crocotopia. But, a game will never insult you or say you're doing it wrong or you're stupid or whatever, so I could take as long as I wanted here, and at the end of the day, I'd still get to be the big hero. And that's appealing.
You found the ruined skull? Huh. Faster than I could have imagined. Professor Jake will be pleased with me.
Hey, now!
I told a few students to pick up death relics up the street. Now they're nowhere to be found. No doubt gabbing instead of working. Can you look after the students on the slim chance that something's happened to them? I'd start with the trolls. They look shifty.
So, hey, I don't know if I'm crazy here. Most of the quest names, at least once you get higher level enough, are like puns. These don't really, I feel like they're less punny with the quest names. It's like, I don't care. Obviously, that's not any sort of major. I don't know why I'm collecting regions. I don't think I'm ever going to really be crafting anything. Like, I just gotta get this girl out of Wizard City. That's not gonna be a Herculean task. I can scrape by. Okay. The first time I was here, pets weren't just like given to you, right? And they were almost purely cosmetic. But I remember really, really wanting a pet unicorn. I was obsessed with the unicorns in this game. It might have been the reason I really started playing. Honestly, I remember doing the tutorial over and over and over again just because I wanted to cast a unicorn spell, but I couldn't figure out how. And that was because I didn't know that it would come out for, you know, a higher level, and I didn't know it was Life Wizard exclusive. But I remember saving up for a pet unicorn. I remember it taking me months and months and months, and I don't know why it took me months and months and months, but...
What is this? A letter? How odd. Trolls can't read. By the handwriting, a Cyclops wrote this. They never dot their I's.
It's addressed to M, whoever that is. I should take a look at it if students are in danger.
Great fire, Bats! The Cyclops have kidnapped the students! Oh, good thing you found this. We must act immediately. I hope they're not gonna blame me for those students getting themselves kidnapped. I know. I'll inform Professor Drake at once. He'll know what to do. When I tell him how those students got themselves kidnapped while I was... On second thought, I think you should go tell him. I'll stay here and keep an eye on those Cyclops.
Dude, you should be expelled. Okay, hold on. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you. Okay. Let's mark this. Head home. Okay. Don't ask me where my bed is. I don't know. Ask like 6-year-old me. I don't know. I wasn't 6. I was probably like 7 or 8. I was a little older. Okay. My Cyrus bias. Even now, this is intimidating.
What do you want?
Professor Drake sneers at the ransom note.
Here. Take this message to Victor Darkwood, the robe shopkeeper. Be quick about it. Time is of the essence here.
You're not so bad. You were never that bad. Where's Penny? I'm thinking about she should be here. I don't know when she shows up, but I don't know. Like a robe shopkeeper. What's your plan, Cyrus? I really wish I could have remembered.
Ah, a message from Professor Drake. Yes, I've been expecting you. You'll need to hurry back with this.
The shopkeeper retrieves a large sack and hands it to you.
Here you go. Professor Drake's laundry, freshly cleaned and pressed. And don't let it drag on the pavement now.
Oh, you've gotta be kidding me. I remember that, but I thought it was... Oh, it was for the... Oh, my lord. You can't treat me like this, Cyrus.
That certainly took you long enough.
Professor Drake shakes his head at you.
You're still worried about those missing students? Yes, well, this is definitely a problem. Take this message to the headmaster. That should resolve things to my satisfaction.
Okay. Yeah, alright. Wait. Oh my god, this is the part where he tries to get you freaking expelled. I know in the new one he tries to get you expelled because you tell him the trolls are revolting. Which... Sure. But it's gotta be a different excuse now, right? Or maybe it isn't. I don't know. It's a bizarro world. Ambrose.
Ah, young wizard, it's good to see you. You have a note for me. Let's see it.
The headmaster reads Professor Drake's note.
I will not expel you from the Ravenwood School of Magical Arts, regardless of what Professor Drake thinks of you. You are not responsible for the problems on Cyclops Lane. General Achilles and his men promised to drive out the trolls. Now, Achilles has gone back on his word. I fear there is something more sinister behind Achilles' change of heart. This M is to blame. We will need to know more.
I need to screenshot that really quickly.
I will...
The headmaster...
Ah, young wizard.
The headmaster reads...
I will not You are not responsible for the problems on Cyclops Lane. General, I fear there is something more. Drake is of no use here, but you have been most helpful. Go back to Nolan Stormgate and help him straighten this out.
Wow, I didn't even get to hear, like, my reason. He just wanted me expelled. That's worse. Okay. This isn't where I intend to be. I can see why this took me assuming this is the original price. I thought the best way to get money was by defeating monsters. And that gives you like 1 or 2 gold a battle. Yeah. I can see how stupid I was. That's why. Okay. I'll get her a unicorn before the day's out. Wouldn't be right to leave the region there. Wouldn't be right to leave the region there. Also, very much giggling at like, the M. Yes, this M guy is the one at fault. It's Malister. Come on, it's Malister. We all know it's Malister. I mean, like, you know, as a kid, I didn't really pick that up. I almost got expelled.
I wasn't expecting Professor Drake to leave everything to us. He must really trust me. Professor Drake is expecting big things. The Cyclops General Achilles wrote the note, so we need to reach his keep. But to do that, we need a gate pass. Maybe, can you steal one from the War Horns? All you have to do is defeat some. Yeah, that should be easy enough.
I don't...
Goodness, you have gained quite a bit of knowledge, haven't you, young one? Come see me. I have a new spell for you.
Be right back.
I say, you appear to be ready for advancement. In order to learn about the schools of fire, ice, and storm from their representatives. Only by knowing the edges will you find the center of things. Toodles!
Okay. Really used to having more spell slots to work with. That's my own fault. Okay. I always was so confused by how just deep this water was. Like, this doesn't seem safe. How tall is our wizard, right? We can assume like a safe bet would be probably around 5 foot, right? You know, kid, right? We know from Pirate 101 that our pirate is supposed to be probably a little older, at least that's popular belief, and you know, they're a little bit taller, maybe about a half a head taller than our wizard. So like, this has got to be at least like 3 feet deep, which is just weird because the pond in the commons isn't, it only goes up to about your knees, I think. I don't know. I always was like, why is it such deep water? Just here for no reason. It's gotta be a safety hazard, right? Like, yep, that makes sense. You know, I always wonder, right? Like, the people who wrote this, I'm not an expert, but like most of them probably aren't with King's Isle anymore, right? Which is like, you know, fine. I'm not saying like, oh, how dare they leave or anything like that. I'm not knocking any of the newer people on the team. Like, obviously I'm not. I know a lot of them played Wizard 101 just like I did when I was a kid. But I do wonder, like, did the original writers do everything they set out to accomplish? You know?
You got the pass. Great job. I'm glad I thought of that. With your magic and my brains, we make an unstoppable team. Okay, here's my plan. Show your pass to the guard, Romulus, outside the keep at the end of the street, and he'll let you in. He's not too bright. Then you must challenge General Achilles in combat. Cyclopses are honor-bound. According to the Cyclops Code of Honor, he can't refuse to fight you. See where I'm going? Even if someone is telling Achilles to hold the students hostage, once you defeat him in battle, he will be honor-bound to free them. All you have to do is beat him.
Okay. Seems easy enough. Question, are these the old ones? Whoa, those are a lot of side quests. I didn't know they had that many side quests here. Obviously, in the new textures, they have a lot more, you know, things that ravel into a spiral, but I always thought the clouds themselves spiraling, everything spiraling was just like Uzumaki, but positive, you know?
Well, you don't look like a warhorn to me. But, this pass looks good, so I guess you could go in.
All right. Let's do this.
You hear a girl's voice off to your left.
Help us, please! We're held here by General Achilles.
What? You are here to rescue these students? That I cannot allow! I am honor-bound to keep them until I'm told otherwise. But if you were to defeat me, I would be honor-bound to free them for you. If you want their freedom, you will have to fight me for it. And mind you, as General, I will put up a good fight.
Okay. I do actually remember struggling on this guy. Yeah, freaking memory flash. I struggled on him quite a bit as a kid. Which is probably why I never liked Cyclops Lane. I'm a little smarter this time, Achilles. Not by much, but you know. Oh. Oh.
Oh, looks like you were defeated. You've been brought back to the Commons, so you can regroup in safety. If you were defeated in a dungeon, you can use the red return button you'll see in the lower right corner.
Some things never change. Oh. See, there is something actually a little funny here.
Now everything is spinning.
That these guys are using the old model. And I remember there's a huge headcanon in the fandom that if you're a human in the spiral, you have like pointed sort of elf ears. I think it's because these models really did just have, you know, triangles for ears, and obviously like now, well, I'm wearing a hood, but obviously like now, right, you know, they're a little more detailed. We know, no, I don't, they're a little bit more detailed. We know, you know, just regular ears, and obviously I think that's just because, like, right, you know, the old models, they didn't have to worry about too much detail there. Like, most screens were a little bit fuzzier. The resolution was a little bit lower. But, you know, as time progressed, like, obviously. Yeah, that's where that headcanon came from. So if you ever see someone draw their wizard with, like, sort of pointed elf ears, that might be why. Or, you know, they might just think elf ears are cool, because elf ears are fairly cool. I always, you know, thought as a kid that wizard was an actual species. I still do think that a little bit. I think the spiral from like a logistical level is kind of interesting. Just because like it's from the first world, right? And obviously if I can find the quests that have the old incorrect lore, I will race towards it as quickly as possible for you guys. But the first world, right, that wasn't Earth, and we can assume that, you know, every being in the spiral is a descendant of some kind from the first world. Oh, wow. Ah. Nothing wrong with healing as a precaution. Probably be using debuffs and buffs and shields quite a bit more, but this is your brain on being a storm wizard for 14 years. Now, I know the personality quizzes are just for fun, and really, no matter what you answer, your choices in the end are going to be determined by the jewel you pick. At least, I think that's how it works.
You have defeated me, brave wizard. So I must honor your request to free the students. My master will be angry that I let them go, but I must obey the Cyclops Code of Honor. Go now. They are free.
Thank you for freeing us. We were starting to believe that no one was coming to help us.
Thank goodness you showed up. No telling who would have come to rescue us.
I thought at least Professor Drake would have come looking for us, but he didn't. Thank you for coming to our aid.
No issue. I know the quizzes were really just like, you know, they were rigged. You pick the jewel at the end. At least that's how I think it works, but you know, as I grew up, right, I think I've always really had that kind of storm wizard, you know, how they describe storm wizards to be. Especially there's a line in the website where, you know, it's like storm wizards often will get, you know, lost in their own thoughts and get analysis paralysis. And like, as someone who has chronic anxiety, like, yeah, you know. So I think there's some magic in the Book of Secrets yet, because it accurately predicted how I'd end up as an adult when I was 5 years old, so. Or, you know, maybe those personality descriptions are just that broad. It's probably that.
Let me get this straight. The Cyclops were holding the students hostage in order to bring chaos to Wizard City? But who would make General Achilles do such a thing? I'm sure Professor Drake could figure out who's behind this mess if he wanted to. Too bad he's always so busy. We should tell the headmaster how we saved the students, especially my plan to sneak you inside the keep. Still, I have to find those artifacts for Professor Drake. After what happened, I shouldn't let anyone else do it. Would you go tell the headmaster what happened? Tell him how you were able to save them due to my brilliant planning. I'm sure he'll reward us both.
It is kind of funny how Nolan just thinks the freaking world of his professor. I can't tell if Cyrus is more of a jerk here or more of a jerk in the new quest line.
Quite a daring rescue. I'm glad that you were able to save the students. It bothers me that someone could force General Achilles into a sinister plot against Wizard City. I suspect that M is Malastare himself. It seems obvious that this is another of Malastare's plans to throw us off his trail. With all the wizards busy here in Wizard City, Malastare feels free to carry out his ultimate plans. Hopefully, we can catch up with him before then. Keep up the good work. Nolan seems to have warmed to you. Perhaps Professor Drake isn't far behind.
Okay. Well... I think we're almost done. I know once I complete the 3 streets, it'll probably put me on the regular quest line. So we'll have an episode to wrap that up at some point here. And I guess that'll be it. I don't have any other way to, you know, there is no other way for me to do it. There are some things I would still like to find out. I think it's safe to assume that all the side quests are probably the old side quests. I can check. I'm gonna say probably not because I never picked them up. You know, there's nothing in here. But yeah, you know, there's some things I feel kind of insane because I know some things were a certain way, but I can't quite find any proof. Yeah, I really just wish I could, like, get a comprehensive run of this. I really wish there was an option to just go to the original quest line when you were making a new wizard, but, you know, that's just me being weird and think I'm gonna find something here that I'm not. You know, don't be like me. Don't get attached to things like this. It's not good for your health. You'll drive yourself mad. Yeah. So, thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!